I never thought I'd have to make this kind of disclaimer on my channel, but here I go. So, as you guys know, my name is Amani Forrester. This channel is a women's empowerment channel. This channel is meant to educate, inspire, encourage, warn, and teach and come together with women to learn self-love together, all of these things. It's directed at women. I've got a lot of males in my video comment sections for some really weird reason. It's been since the beginning of my channel, to be honest, but I think the YouTube algorithm is finally algorithming and, bringing a lot of wonderful women onto my channel to have discourse. This is not a man's channel. And I don't protect men's opinions here, especially because so many of them aren't willing to sit, listen without bias, with an open mind, be willing to even change their mind, be willing to understand. I'm just getting a lot of angry weirdos. And I'm tired of reading these stupid comments from them. So I'm going to start just deleting comments. I'm not going to be responding. I don't have time. I do this as a passion project, guys. I don't get paid for what I do, and I have a full-time job. And if you do enjoy my work, please, support by subscribing, support by making sure to leave comments. I do have a Buy Me a Coffee link in my description, which I always appreciate if anyone wants to throw a little, change in there. I'm not monetized. I have my book, 30 Reasons Why Men Deserve Nothing, available on Amazon. If you want to read it free on Kindle, it's there. If you want to purchase it, thank you. I'm so grateful. But guys, I do this for free. So the added stress, it takes so long to put these videos together, which is why I wish I was more consistent. I'm trying. But to have these negative loser comments, it's getting to be way too much. It comes like these guys don't even listen to my videos. They don't really listen to my commentary. They see a title, they hear part of a video, and they're already typing a stupid response in the comments. They don't listen to what we say, which is why we have our own spaces, because they don't friggin' listen. Even the whole single lonely male epidemic, women already tell them what they want. They tell them what they need. They tell them what they can do. They're all over TikTok and YouTube and Reddit telling them what they want. And these guys are just so smooth-brained that they don't change. They don't take any advice. They don't want to change. All they want to do is combat you. They just want to fight. Get the hell off my page. I'm deleting every stupid comment from now on. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't want to even bring negativity into your home. So that's the last time that I'm going to lose my cool like that. But I'm grateful for all the wonderful women here. I'm grateful for the community that we are building with all these amazing women. I'm grateful for all the comments. Even when I don't get to heart every single one of them, know that I'm reading them, guys. I appreciate the comments. Even if you guys don't always agree with me, that's fine. But yeah, that's all I want to say. Let's get into today's video. Whew. So I found a very interesting Reddit post today, and I'm going to read it to you guys. It's from a disgruntled guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy, and he is giving women advice on how they can find relationships if they're struggling. So let's go. Let's see what this guy has to say. He says, most men just want someone equally or even less slightly attractive than them, and understandably frustrated that they are having trouble getting this. That's the title. And then he further explains, women typically are delusional about their looks and what they are entitled to because of social media and online dating, and refuse to settle for anything less than someone way out of their league. They will remain single before dating someone of equal or even greater attractiveness. And then he says this is by far the biggest issue in dating, and it's creating a huge, unprecedented rise in sexlessness and single people. So then you have some commenters. Somebody says, I know so many gorgeous, talented, successful, kind women who are dating men who are unemployed, overweight, unattractive, not trying at all in life, etc. I'd say the majority of my female friends in relationships are out of their man's league. So I think you're way off the mark here. And then someone replies, your social group may not be representative of the population at large. Data shows that a man's income is one of the largest determining factors as to whether they are selected for marriage or not. It's reflected in the Fed's data where men chosen for marriage significantly out-earn men who aren't. Men, on the other hand, appear per the data to not care one way or the other about a woman's income. The data says women aren't marrying unemployed men, so your sample size isn't representative of the population at large. In the US, and most places, the rates are similar. Over 70% of men and women in the US are overweight or obese, so this is not a differentiator for either gender. So, if your particular social group has women who are in the 30% voluntary choosing overweight men, that's on them. When she says they're not trying at all in life, the commenter says, define this. In the US, on average, men are doing slightly better financially and career wise, where the median income for men is 51K and 42K for women. On average, it's likely that the woman will pick a man doing better than them just by random chance. If once again this isn't the case in your social group, it's because they would have to be intentionally doing so. One has to then ask the question, if they could do better, what prevented them from doing so? Isn't it a voluntary choice they made? It's very interesting because in the same post, you have a man telling women, hey, you'd have a better chance at a relationship if you would just lower your crazy standards. They're way too high. And then when women jump into the comments and tell them, actually, I have friends who are great catches and they're with guys who are not up to par at all in terms of attractiveness, in terms of accomplishments, they're not up to par. Then you have men telling them, well, they did it intentionally. They intentionally chose unattractive, overweight bums. So, but it's like you just told them to do that. You just told them to do that. So it's like, it's boy math. Honestly, this is boy math. What are women to do? Just leave women alone. At the end of the day, leave them alone. Somebody says, men who think all women are typically anything are the ones who are delusional. My wife is way out of my league in personality, looks, and brains. Maybe if you treat women as individuals instead of one giant organism, you'd be more successful. Period. For real. Like, how hard is it to treat people like humans? Women are not like a hive mind. Like, people are individuals. Treat people as individuals. Treat people as people, and you'll have a better chance. It doesn't matter about looks, doesn't matter about things like that. Maybe just treat people as human beings, and you'll have a better chance at relationships. Somebody says he needs to date someone below him, and then he can get laid. He thinks women should lower their standards. We're not the ones complaining. Why doesn't he try lowering his standards and see if it gets him anywhere? That's actually a good point. It's like, who are you telling to lower their standards? There's a man and there's a woman for anyone, if you're willing to lower your standards enough. So, where are his standards? Which women is he telling to lower their standards to be with him? Maybe you should lower your standards and go find someone who would want you. That's a word. Somebody says, this premise is preposterous. If women are getting the guys through online dating, then by definition, those guys are in her league. What makes more sense is that you are overestimating your own league. Yes, projection. Notice how even the OP, he starts off by saying that, like, we all collectively have this problem. We're all struggling with singleness and with, sexlessness. And it's like, that's you. You're struggling with that. But he projects it onto the public and says, hey, we can solve this problem if we all lower our standards so that you can meet me down here. And it's like, well, hang on. Do you know that everyone is struggling with this? Even if someone is celibate and is single, do you know that they're upset about it like you are? Like, you're the one upset. Like, you need to change you. People don't need to change themselves for you. Don't assume everyone has your issue. Somebody says, nah, most relationships I see from online dating, the guy is more attractive. I'm sure this is a man. When you are rarely getting any options, guys can settle for less. Somebody says, I mean, as a dude over 300 pounds who doesn't date overweight women, this is definitely not true. I go on a reasonable amount of dates, and almost all of them are more attractive than I am. I try to make up for it with my personality, etc. I don't settle for less, and as visual creatures, most men don't. The attractive guys absolutely have options, even on dating sites, obviously. The attractive women have to date somebody. Who do you think they're choosing? Somebody says, this sounds more like a rant than giving advice. Sometime, or can I say most of the time, men go after women who they know they won't have a chance with, which leads them to being single. But bam, exactly. Like, let's say it's someone on the heavier side who doesn't go out and basically likes to save money. But his preference is someone who isn't heavy, likes athletics or average body, who loves to go out a lot. And then somebody says, yes, I see men being delusional in what they think they're entitled to. The men in my age group in my area of the country look like they are in their third trimester of pregnancy. Half of them don't even have driver's licenses because they have too many DUIs or they owe back child support. yet they think they should be dating someone that looks like a Victoria's Secret model. Yeah, that's what social media has done. This man's trying to tell you that, oh, social media has destroyed you in terms of what you think you deserve. No, no, honey. Pornography and Instagram baddies, okay? And they have ruined your idea of what you deserve. That's what this is. Um, Also, something that's really nagging me, something that's really bothering me is this guy who tries to like bring out all the stats. A lot of these, you know, male crybabies love to bring up stats. So, you know, the guy in the first section that was getting back to the woman who said, like, oh, my friends, you know, they're dating like these guys who don't earn as much, who are not attractive or whatever. And then he goes in with all these stats. Him, um, there's a part where he's like, oh, like men like make like slightly more money than women, and like they're not complaining, they're not being picky about it, they don't even care about a woman's income. We live in a patriarchal society. What don't you understand about that? You naturally earn more money than women do. Women stay in entry level jobs 7 years longer than men do. This is all in my book, okay? Even when it comes to getting a raise, a man is more likely to be approved for a raise before a woman is. Men are paid more for the same jobs. You should be making more money. Oh, men are earning slightly more. You should be making a lot more money. You should be making a lot more money than women are making. So I hate to hear the comparison as if everyone has the same amount of privilege, everyone's getting paid the same. It doesn't even matter your race as well. All the races are being paid the same. Stop being delusional. That's not a flex to not care about a woman's income as a man. You shouldn't care about her income. It's none of your anyway. Let me not even go there. But that did bother me though. It's weird when men who are naturally paid more are fighting to have you accept that they're earning just the same amount as you. For me, it's like if you're earning the same amount of money as your partner, as a man, if you're earning the same amount of money as your partner, you're not trying hard enough. You're not working hard enough. There's somewhere where you're kind of slacking off being lazy. That's my opinion. But anyways, like not the topic of the post. The topic was this guy thinking that women need to lower their standards and that's how you're going to find somebody. So, let me know what you guys think of his suggestion and thanks for watching and don't forget to like, subscribe and share and definitely comment below. We live in a very, very delusional society, people.